Welcome back to Fragrance Face Off, where both scents go head to earn a spot in your collection. Today's battle is Boss Bottled Absolu versus Lattafa Asad Elixir. Some people say Asad Elixir is a clone of Absolu. Others say it's inspired, but not a one-to-one match. Designer refinement versus viral budget hype. One costs over $150, the other costs about $30. Let's find out what's really going on here. Round 1. Boss Bottled Absolu. Bottled Absolu is Hugo Boss taking the classic bottle DNA and pushing it into darker, richer, and more refined territory. This is the same role it played in the Absolu vs. Carlisle battle. A warm, elegant, evening-focused fragrance built around woods, resins, and controlled sweetness. It opens with leather and frankincense, giving a smooth, slightly smoky, resinous introduction that feels immediately mature and polished rather than loud. In the heart, patchouli and myrrh absolute take over, adding depth, warmth, and a slightly balsamic richness that makes the scent feel darker and more serious than the standard bottle line. The dry down brings Davana and cedarwood, creating a warm, woody, subtle, sweet base that feels smooth, elegant, and composed rather than aggressive. Bottled Absolu is mass appealing in structure, but refined in execution. This is confidence without shouting. Performance stays consistent with what we already established in the Carlisle battle, around 8 to 10 hours of longevity with moderate controlled projection. It lasts, but it doesn't try to dominate the room. On the fragrance wheel, Bottled Absolu sits firmly in woody amber, warm, resinous, smooth, and elegant. Round 2. Lattafa Asad Elixir. Asad Elixir became popular because many people online started calling it a clone of Bottled Absolu. But in reality, they share a similar warm, amber spicy direction, not an identical structure. Asad Elixir comes from a more Middle Eastern style of perfumery, bolder, sweeter, and more immediately attention-grabbing. It opens with pink pepper, saffron, and grapefruit, giving a spicy, slightly sweet, and vibrant opening that feels louder and more energetic than Absolu right from the start. In the heart, vanilla, cedarwood, and tobacco take over. This is where Asad Elixir becomes noticeably sweeter, creamier, and more seductive, with a stronger gourmand-leaning warmth than Bottled Absolu. The dry down brings frankincense, amber, cashmeran, and patchouli, creating a thick, sweet amber, resinous base that projects more and lingers more aggressively in the air. Asad Elixir is clearly mass appealing, but in a bolder, more provocative way. It's built to be noticed. Performance is strong, around 8 to 10 hours of longevity with stronger and more noticeable projection than Bottled Absolu. On the fragrance wheel, Asad Elixir sits in the woody amber to amber spicy space, sweet, warm, resinous, and expressive. Both fragrances live in the same warm, woody amber universe, but their personalities are different. Bottled Absolu is smooth, refined, and elegant. Asad Elixir is sweeter, louder, and more seductive. Both fragrances are best in fall and winter. Cool air makes the spices, resins, and woods smell richer and smoother. During the day, Boss Bottled Absolu works better for dressed-up situations, business casual environments, and more refined settings. Asad Elixir is louder and sweeter, so it feels more at home in social environments and casual outings. At night, both work well, but they play different roles. Absolu is smooth, elegant, and confident. Asad Elixir is bold, sweet, and attention-grabbing. For the office or business settings, Boss Bottled Absolu is the safer and more professional choice. Asad Elixir is too sweet and too projecting for most workplaces. For school or university, neither is ideal, but if you had to choose, Absolu in light sprays makes more sense. Asad Elixir can easily become too loud and distracting in classrooms. For quiet places, Absolu again works better with light application. Asad Elixir is too strong and too sweet for intimate spaces. For date night, both work, but in different ways. Absolu is smooth, warm, and confident. Asad Elixir is sweeter, louder, and more overtly seductive. For casual wear, Asad Elixir feels more playful and energetic. Absolu feels more dressed up and polished. For the gym, neither belongs there. Save both for after the shower. For nightlife, Asad Elixir clearly takes the lead. It projects more, lasts long, and cuts through crowds easily. Absolu can work, but it plays a more subtle, refined game. For formal events, Absolu fits better with suits and evening wear. Asad Elixir feels more casual and more club-oriented. Round 3. Head-to-head. Now let's put them side by side. Bottled Absolu opens smoother, leathered, and more resinous. Asad Elixir opens spicier, sweeter, and louder. In the dry down, Bottled Absolu stays woody, warm, and elegant. Asad Elixir stays thicker, sweeter, and more amber heavy. Longevity is similar for both, around 8 to 10 hours. Projection is where they separate. Bottled Absolu is controlled and refined. Asad Elixir is stronger and more noticeable. In terms of value, Bottled Absolu is $158 for 100 milliliters, about $1.58 per milliliter. Asad Elixir is about $30 for 100 milliliters, roughly 30 cents per milliliter, making it dramatically cheaper. If you're enjoying this battle, like and subscribe. It truly helps the channel grow and keeps these matchups coming. Final round. Verdict. Who are these fragrances really for? Boss Bottled Absolu is for the man who wants refined warmth, smooth confidence, and elegant presence. It's elegant, warm, and controlled. Asad Elixir is for the person who wants bold sweetness, strong projection, and maximum impact for the money. It's louder, sweeter, and more extroverted. Are they similar? Yes. Are they one-to-one? No. They share a similar warm, resinous direction, but they are not a one-to-one match. Absolu is darker, drier, and more refined. Asad Elixir is sweeter, louder, and more playful. Who wins? If you want elegance, polish, and a more mature signature, Boss Bottled Absolu wins. If you want maximum impact, sweetness, and unbeatable value, Asad Elixir takes it. 2 philosophies, 2 price points, 1 winner, depending on what you value more. Always sample first. Your skin chemistry makes all the difference. Thanks for watching Fragrance Face Off. If you'd like to watch another battle, click the videos appearing on the screen. And I'll see you in the next Face Off.